Okay, guys, and good morning. We are about to talk about today's top pre-market gainers, as these are the ones that are having the top explosions right now. People are going to be looking into the markets opening up. Very excited for these few stocks. So we're going to talk more about the news and fundamentals, as some of these stocks are coming out with news and are fundamentally strong. We will also talk about the charts and the technicals, and I will show you what the next incoming trend is for these current stocks, along with the current market conditions that is going to affect and change everything once the markets do open. And I'm sure many people are wondering what direction the markets will be opening up in. So if you want to be most up to date with everything that's going on, make sure that you meet us in the Banking with Billy Discord, so you can get all of these alerts on time. Not only will you be able to get my alerts, and I'm telling you when to buy, when to sell, what that stock is doing, what that percentage is, and I always remind you to remember to lock in gains and settle somewhere when you get nervous. Just because I'm holding a stock still up 23% doesn't mean you have to. Just because I'm still holding a stock up 400% doesn't mean you have to. You can sell at your 15% target, you can sell at your 7% target, but just remember to lock in gains and settle somewhere when nervous. Okay, you can always lock in those easy gains and then catch the next move instantly, because we are always throwing out the next play along in every single section. It's 1,000 times easier when you're actually in the Discord, seeing us tell you when to buy and when to sell these stocks and these cryptocurrencies on time. If you are seeing us here from our Bitcoin and Beyond Discord, just a quick update. We are dismantling the Bitcoin and Beyond Discord now. If you are still in there, and we are fusing that into our Banking with Billy Discord. So we now have our cryptocurrency sections now towards the bottom of Banking with Billy, where you'll be able to still get all of your easy to follow along crypto alerts, same as before, all in Banking with Billy. Links will be in the description below. We'll talk more about that here in just 1 second. Let's get right into it now with HCWB coming in for easy explosions into the after hours, and the pre-market holding up very strong here. We noticed that those day traders who bought this thing up in the pre-market opening then had all sold it all back off already, from the highs of 133 back down to the lows of 87 cents, sitting here at 90 cents, still up about 205%, with an average volume of 49,000. That current volume now is getting up to 22.70 million, and they got a free flow on 17.85 million on HCYB, while this one is right under that $1 and fighting compliance on HCYB Biologics. For those of you who don't know what this one is, this clinical stage biopharmaceutical company. And welcome anybody joining in on the classrooms. You can always meet us in our Banking with Billy classrooms. Something going on with my mic in the classroom right now. Not too sure what's wrong with it, but I'm gonna have to fix that up later on. But for now, let's just go ahead and continue on talking more about what was it? HCWB? What was that stock just talking about? Yeah, HCWB. For more alerts that were going out, as HCWB was getting picked up early on by the bots, coming out with great news about how HCWB was to receive upfront payment of $7 million on HCW Biologics, W Biotech, and that's the license agreement for immunotherapeutic product candidates. You see those things early morning. This came out at 6 a.m. If you scroll down just a bit more, you'll be able to see in previous days, Coach Kami was along in his section talking about HCYB, letting us know this is going to be another one for the bull run and on the watch list. I have been telling the coaches to clean up and straighten up their sections as well, so it's easier to follow along with you guys. You know, my sections are very, very easy to follow along with, because in my sections, I'm literally learning out when to buy, when to sell, so on and so forth, and you can never really miss out on anything. So I have been training the coaches. Remember, newer coaches are still in training to understand how to master their skills and get comfortable giving out alerts to you guys and whatnot. So give them some time. We're looking up HCYB along in his section for the easy early uptrend right here. Down early, down early. Like I said, I told him to clean these sections up, so he's still brand new. You can follow him with any of the different alert sections that go out. As you know, Coach Dragonfly throwing out his options, really. Coach Crawford throwing out very easy day trades and whatnot. Some coaches wake up earlier and trade later on than the others and whatnot. You know, and me myself, I only just go for the high top notch things now. Like I go for spy. I catch QQQ. I catch. You still see me putting on my penny stocks long in my section and whatnot. But you know, for me, it's It's all about bigger things. And we just see what our targets are. And right now, we do have the market saying that Bitcoin and the overall market should be opening up more bullish. Continuing on with the trend. And we'll make crypto videos here later on in just a bit. Right now on HCYB, looking on their balance sheet, have total liabilities outdoing total asset. Not looking too good on the balance sheet, but we'll look for an update there, but very good right under compliance, even though it went up about another 15, almost 20% since we've been talking about HCYB so far. Next, you got APLM coming in for a little bit of choppiness from 8 cents up to 25 cents, down for a quick pullback to about that 14 cents. Notice how that's exactly where they bought it back up, where they sold it back off. Hot day traders make moves like that before they want to buy this thing back up for one quick round, facing a bit of bearishness, because like I tell you, that next round of the bullish divergence might not be as strong as that last round. So we're not going all the way back up to 25 cents, only stopping around that 20-cent range before having a quick pullback down to about 17 cents, still about 84% right now, retesting the middle range on the RSI, and they are looking for another round of the bullish divergence. With an average volume of 1 million on there, you got a current volume of 38.93 million and climbing fast. Even as we speak on that free float at 58.8 million, they're gonna need a little bit more pressure to really hold this up on APLM with a beautiful balance sheet and up to no, this is not up to date. We're gonna have to go ahead and open up our Moo investing platform, because like I tell you guys sometimes that these Weebles and whatnot be a little bit out of date and whatnot. Some platforms work better at keeping a stats and data up to date on other platforms. For those of you who don't know about the APLM, a clinical stage biopharmaceutical company focused on the discovery and development of oncology therapies. We'll go ahead and open them up and take a quick peek. Just for those of you who are new traders who need to understand, you need to be taking a quick peek at the overall pipelines to be able to see what's moving on into the next phase. You're talking about pre-discovery. You're talking about preclinicals. IND, that's when they get approved to do human testing and whatnot. Phase one, phase two, phase three, and then in the end where they finally go on shelves and stuff like that. And along the ways of all those FDAs, they come across different trials. They come across different case studies and whatnot. Some of those things done messing people up, so you'll get a bad FDA approval sometimes. But it's all about trial and error, especially when it comes down to science. What stock was that? That was the APLM, and we'll look deeper into the APLM over on your Moo investing platform, and you'll be able to see greater in detail about the APLM with the extra larges going out at accurate time right now. Always updated on the minute with mediums and extra smalls going out of there. They ain't got the bullets cost distribution. This might just be for the quick trade, sitting here at the 17 cents, right out far off from that $1. We'll go see APLM along in the Discord. And if you are using Discord, you don't really need to be mining this nitro stuff and stuff like that. I don't be getting that stuff. I don't even know if they be using that nitro and stuff like that for. But continuing on now for some hot alerts going out for APLM. For early alerts coming out today around 4 a.m. talking about getting in at APLM. 2 cents or lower for the hot move on APLM. This one right here is about to be a very dangerous one though. Like it's going parabolic, so you get a quick spike, 20 cents up to 24 cents. That's even if you like actually go for breakouts like that, and if you go for a breakout like that, you're really using your VWAP because you're looking specifically for a breakout to come in. You know, wake up and you see it on time. And if you don't see it on time, you just don't really go for it. Like I recommend just not going for it, um because you're gonna find yourself into a stock that's getting ready to sell back off, and when it sells back off, like in the pre-markets and extended arms, you can't set your stop loss, so you really got to watch it closer. So like if you're one of those people who got to be at work at this time, or you driving around that time in the morning or whatnot, it's just a little bit harder because of traffic and whatnot. You probably just hold off in the day trade just in general and just go for swing trades. Like me myself, along in my section, and the rest of the coaches and analysts, we really go for swing trades, like swing sets, every week or so you get yourself a full swing set, and then just pick out like two or three, and then you let those swing, and you really get the big monies, and the big come ups really be for the options. You get your spy puts, your spy calls or whatever, and at least you know what the targets are, and then you just lock in gains real fast. And notice how this one come out early like 10:30, and then you lock in gains around 10:45 for like a 40-50% gain. And it's very quick and very easy, and those are big come ups on the money. And like I said, you use your little swing trades and whatnot for the penny stocks just to, dibble and dabble. And when I'm putting out our swing set and you see a list like all these, I'm not getting every single one of them. I'm getting what my favorite ones are. You'll be able to see which ones I'm grabbing specifically when I say that I'm buying up that stock specifically at that price or whatever. And some of the other coaches, like I said, we all looking for our own different favorite things. So you pick what your favorite thing to follow along is. Some people like Coach Neech say he like a quality stock. Notice how some things he dropping be $10 or more and whatnot, versus some things that some other coaches drop that might be down at maybe a few pennies or so. Different coaches and different people trade different ways and different styles and at different times because we all got different amounts of money that make us feel comfortable and we got different emotions that we dealing with and whatnot. Next, we got VINO, the Vino. We don't ever see Vino make it up to the top of the most active list. And I wouldn't expect to be seeing Vino make it up there today. Right now on Vino, for those you don't know what the Gucho group is, Vino is they invest and develop and operate real estate projects in the Argentina. And we'll go ahead and take a quick peek at what they got going on, just so you understand they websites and stuff like that. It don't take too much to just take a quick look. Give you a better idea of what you're getting yourself into, especially if you are talking about being a longer term investor and those type of things. Do a fundamental analysis or deep dive. And if you ever want a deeper dive on any of these one specific stocks, you can always let me know in the comments below, and I'll update that in the next video. Talking about VINO going from 120 $1.27 up to the highs about that $3.40 where they sold that off rather instantly. You knew this one was gonna hold up, but it's about to come in for an easy move. Look at this. That's the clean reversal. That's a day trade right there. I'm not gonna miss out on this. Hold on, give me one second. I gotta open these things up to be able to catch this real quick. That's a clean reversal coming in. Bullish divergence. We talking about this $2 go back to $3 real fast, and it's 8:15. This is probably explode before the markets even open up. Before when the markets do open up, coming in for a next quick trend of bullishness before having a major massive drop all the way back down. And no matter what, when you're getting in these things, you still want to have your 7 to 15% stop loss either way. That way, once it pulls back 7 to 15%, you're either able to cut out that small loss, or you're ready to average down heavy for a big reversal. You didn't need that 100% gainer. You were able to just do that off a 15% gain. That was just a massive come up for you. And if it pushes up, then you just move your stop loss up more and more, following along with the trend of VINO. Guacho Group. Wonder why they getting so bullish. Average volume on 30. And anybody in the bankability classroom right now, if you seeing that, wonder what's going on. I think my mic is messed up around here right now. But I don't know how I'm probably have to like restart my laptop or something. But if you are seeing all of this right now, then we are going for the VINO for reversal. And if you know me, you should know what a bullish divergence coming in is. And don't miss out on this. VINO going back up towards about that $3. And if you are new here, now's a perfect chance for you to be able to see what an alert be looking like along in the Banker with Billy Discord at member VINO 2 or lower. Risky day trade 7 to 15% stop loss. And we'll come back on to that here in just 1 second. Make sure that you up in there, all that good stuff like that. Oh yeah, VINO. Right now on VINO coming in for a little bit of a decent balance sheet with the total assets outdoing the total liabilities. And if you look on their overall analysis order flow, you'll be able to see that. In fact, let's go see the analysis order flow on the Moo on VINO, looking into the capital trend with some extra larges coming in, and it's all selling pressure all across the board. But thinking about VINO is look at this. They got resistance to that $2.12. Support at 136, right under resistance of that 212. And they break past that resistance line. There's nothing really holding them back from just exploding. This big bullish wave, it's gonna be a big bullish wave comes in. Now, one thing to understand though is that the overall markets right now in the previous trading days did have more bearishness going after more bullish with about 4,500 decliners and about 2,000 advancers. They have been selling things off more and more throughout the entirety of the last trading days. Getting choppy up in there. And if we go look on our current positioning right now, you'll be talking about how the markets are currently oversold. Again, oversold down towards the bottom, finna make a bullish reversal on that bullish divergence. And then you're gonna see this oversold go back up towards overbought, and then you're gonna be watching your markets go from this 5,870 back up towards that, right under that gap about 5,900 before it faced the big resistance up there. And they're gonna try to stop it halfway. They're gonna try to stop it at like 5,888 just to hold the markets back because they don't want to have to see they puts reverse. They're gonna add in heavier and add in that short selling pressure. And once it breaks past that, our calls are going to explode. So make sure you're looking for the next round of calls. And I tell you now that the markets be getting ready to open up bullish because we just had the last alerts going out in the BTC section that was literally letting us know things will be coming in for more bullishness, and we are waiting for the next updated alerts on these cryptocurrencies to tell us otherwise. BTC, of course, leads the entire market, and once the markets open up, then we'll be able to get our SPY and our QQQ and our IWM to update, and whatever direction that they are updating in is the direction that the markets will start going in for that week. And I'll show you more about the VIN coming out for some easy alerts in the Bankability Discord on VIN. Now get picked up by the volume ticker. Okay, so the volume ticker down here, volume ticker don't be throwing out too many more volume ticks these days and whatnot, but it still throws out some different information about like what the next upcoming events are. And no matter what, one of my favorite sections to still fall along in, other than like the actual analyst and coach alert sections up there, is the insider section. If you're following with the insider section, then you know what the insiders are about to do, telling you what they buy in, telling you what the reports are, and you can go ahead and hone in on that by typing in things like merger, and you'll be able to see what stocks and companies are having their next upcoming mergers and whatnot. I know you know how y'all know how that go, a hot fusion and stuff like that, and you'll be able to type in things like reports buying, and you'll be able to see exactly what the big whales are buying and selling at exact time. And if you see a consistency, that'd be the one to go for. You know, you scrolling down, you see something you like, and then you come across to see that big whales them be putting about 5 million into something real quick. That's the thing to load up because that's the thing to be getting that next big explosion. And we'll talk more about all of that in the next one. And guys, these are the top pre-market gainers. Will squeeze in UAVS just because it's right here, coming in for more bulls right now from 251 up to 476. So we'll go look at UAVS as well. As we've been caught catching UAVS for previous rounds already the other day, locking in some easy gains off of UAVS stock. And right now, as you can see, it's coming in for another round. And this stock will be getting more picked up more by the parabolic scan bot. UAVS is coming out with some very big things, talking about military deals and so on and so forth. And they are just invited to the White House for key discussions on commercial unmanned aerial vehicles. Looking very good for UAVS in here at $5. See this one in Discord as well. I'm Billy Banks. I'll see y'all in there. Happy trading.